Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading, tuning into the energies of the eclipse in Virgo between March 10th to March 15th, a lunar eclipse. Tuning into those energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance would help those who are interested in eclipsing out energies from their space. Feels like a lot of relationship healing, clearing out what no longer serves you. So let's look at these energies around the eclipse and see how you can utilize these energies to your best effectiveness. Okay, a lot came out and what's hidden. All right, what's the outcome and advice? Thank you. All right, the overall energy of this reading is the Four of Wands in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse. It looks like you are interested in eclipsing out of your space, out of your relationship space especially. Relationships that progress into more and more unhappiness, more and more lack of success, lack of joy. It feels like relationships that feel like the energy's all chewed out, the flavor, there's no passion, no desire, no joy, no celebration. Three of Swords in reverse, it feels like you're wanting to eclipse out, leave behind relationships where there are other parties. It doesn't have to be affair parties, but it could be in relationships where other people are able to sabotage your relationship. For some of you, it is third parties, betrayal, heartbreak. It looks like you're tired of having to protect yourself from the person you're in a relationship with. Seven of Swords reverse, it looks like you're tired of having to deal with relationships and people who are not forthright, that are not honest, lying, cheating, stealing type of energy here. Love it. Let's eclipse out these energies. What does the viewer need to know? What would be helpful? Hierophant reversed. For some of you, it feels like this might be a marriage. Hierophant reverse could be a broken contract, as in like a marriage contract. Okay, some of you, it feels like in relationships, someone said, this is your happiness. Let's move on. Someone kind of, it feels lured you in, said, yes, we're going to have so much happiness, so much joy. And it feels like a bait and switch. That instead of celebrations and success, and when you would take the next step from maybe engagement to marriage, children, taking those next steps that are supposed to be celebration, joy, happiness, feels like someone led you into a false reality. It did not lead to happiness, joy, and success. There was a luring in and betrayal. If that's your message, if that's resonating for you, then it feels like this person gave you a false contract, that they were not ever intending to honor their vows and of whatever their contract with you, that they were just trying to get you hooked in. And it feels like when you would say yes and you would cross a threshold into more commitment with this person, that it doesn't lead to your happiness. They're expecting you to honor the contract, but they had no intentions of delivering the type of relationship they said. So it's a bait and switch. They're saying, yes, yes, oh my gosh, we're so on board. This is amazing. And you're thinking, my gosh, this is the best. I found my person. They're in agreement. They see relationships the same way. And then after maybe a marriage, it feels like this person switches. And the more you get hooked into, baited into this relationship, the more they feel comfortable showing you who they really are. They don't have to pretend anymore. They've got you hooked in, maybe with a contract, maybe with a marriage contract, maybe with children. So it looks like for some of you, letting go of this contract. Okay. For some of you, there's financial reasons why you are with this person or with this type of relationship. It looks like you have to abandon yourself to be in this type of relationship. And it looks like you're tired of being left out in the cold. It feels like by being in this type of relationship, you're not happy, joyful, loved, cared for. It feels like what you're eclipsing out, wanting to eclipse out, are the bait and switch, where you go further and further into a relationship with someone who has no intentions of honoring their contract, their vows. Third parties allowing other people to come in. Heartbreaking scenarios. Feels like there's a lack of fidelity, lack of loyalty, and looks like you're tired of abandoning yourself and you want to go after what you desire. Some of you are feeling a calling that this way of being, this way of relationshiping with others is too restrictive. It's not for you. It might be benefiting your partner by you staying stuck and small, but it feels like it's too small. It doesn't allow you to be your full self. It doesn't allow you to grow, expand. It feels like you're stuck. And it feels like the person that's closest to you, you feel alone and abandoned within the relationship. Because if this is resonating, it doesn't feel like this person was on the up and up. Bait and switch again. What's the King of Wands? Two of Swords reversed, Eight of Pentacles reversed. It looks like you're finding some clarity. You're able to see that you're putting in all the work and effort. I think that's what this person wanted. You to feel abandoned. And it feels like this person in this type of relationship makes you feel like there's something wrong with you. And so they keep abandoning you and making you work really hard to prove yourself. work hard to provide financial support, mental support, emotional support. Feels like you're the only one working on this relationship, and it looks like they're taking advantage of your insecurities and lack of worth and value to make you work hard. And they benefit from your free labor. And they're not putting in any care for you. They're not reciprocating, and instead they're treating you poorly. It feels like you were hoodwinked into a relationship, told that it's going to be one thing, and then it turned out to be another, with someone who is cruel. And there's this lying, cheating, stealing you might be tuned into. This does not feel like a very up and up person. It looks like you're also eclipsing, this is third party type of energies with player, Knight of Wands in reverse. This is an inconsistent, someone who goes after the shiny object in the room. Very inconsistent, very emotionally, I want what I want, and I should have what I want. And they want Queen of Wands reverse. This is also third party card. You might not want to know about this. And then Three of Cups reverse, because the Three of Swords reverse is already on the table. It looks like you're tired of, it does feel like you might be connected with someone, tired of attracting people who are deceptive, bait and switch, are comfortable with third parties, lying, cheating, stealing type of energy. I also get the feeling like we'll just call this person your partner that you're wanting to eclipse out, this type of partner. It feels like this person, when you're not in the room, diminishes you. They're not standing up for you, saying wonderful things about you. It feels like this person blames you. It feels like that's part of their story, how to get the third party. What's interesting is you're doing all the work in the relationship, not being cared for, having to protect yourself from your person that's supposed to be for you. They're getting you to abandon yourself and work extra hard to prove yourself, your worth and value, and they're not caring about you or the relationship. They're going out and exploring like they're not even in a relationship. There's something about you being connected with you that this person benefits from. You make them look good, you elevate them. And so and there's something about the tale of woe coming from this person's energy that makes you out to be the bad guy, difficult, whatever it is. And this person feels like they use pity, their woe is me story, to get other third parties. This energy feels poor, pitiful pearl type of energy. Sad sack, like they're really good at, life just sucks for them, and it feels like they get these third parties and other people to believe them. It looks like you're tired of this, and you are wanting to utilize the energy of the eclipse, the lunar eclipse, to let go of these type of relationships. Let's look at what's hidden. There's a lot here. got two different packages of information. Okay, Knight of Wands in reverse again. Player energy again with threes in reverse. This time 3 of Pentacles in reverse. 8 of Wands in reverse. What's hidden? This type of energy, they use triangulation. It feels like it's really hard to be around this person in groups because they're masked. It feels like they tell whatever story, they become whoever they need to become in different environments. Ugh. Oof. For some of you, it feels like this person might have people at work that I'm getting in different locations. This person just feels like third party, going out and partying a lot, a party group. There's a work group here. Oh, it looks like what's hidden is if you remove yourself from this person, from this relationship, if you eclipse this out of your life, that this person has this belief that if it weren't for you, they would be just a player getting so much action. And that's not the truth. That's not the reality of it. This person really has a belief that you're blocking the mentality of this. It's interesting that this person feels very limited of who they can date and who they can have all this sex with by you. But I'm perceiving that there's a marriage or some type of commitment that this person has made. And so it's, that's kind of the point of a committed relationship, is that it kind of messes with dating other people, but not in this person's mindset. It feels like this person wants you to honor the commitments that you made, but it doesn't feel like this person ever had an intention to honor those commitments. They just wanted you to say yes and get you further and further into the relationship, more and more stuck. And the more stuck you are in this connection, the more honest, the more who they really are comes out. Whew. For a lot of you, it feels like there's a lack of passion and desire for this person. One, because they're treating you poorly. It feels like that if you have a lack of desire and passion for this person, it feels like they blame you for that, even though they are going after third parties, lying, cheating, stealing, making you purposely feel abandoned and left out, making you do all the work. This does not feel affectionate or caring at all. This is someone who just wants what they want. And so there's a disconnect as to why you might not find this person in this relationship attractive, why you're not feeling even safe to be vulnerable in those type of settings and spaces with someone who's manipulating you, coercing you, making you put in all the work and effort. and making you feel wrong, bad, unloved. But somehow you're supposed to still be attracted to them 24/7. There's a lack of maturity that this person has, and it looks like you're tired of these types of relationships. All right, moving on. Still in what's hidden, but the next message. It looks like this person is taking advantage of maybe a naivete or your cloudy thinking. I think that this person, you trusted them. And then with time, over time, then they show you who they really are. They're stuck. They're not willing to cultivate this relationship. I don't think they even know how to cultivate, to invest in, to care, to nurture. This is someone just wanting to take advantage of your lack of seeing them, lack of clarity and time. You're investing in them and unwilling, you keep, well, maybe I'll make it work. Maybe we'll go back to the beginning. If we could get back to that beginning time. It also looks like this person takes advantage of, there's something about keeping you stuck in the house, keeping you, stuck, keeping you stuck, focusing on them, centering them, and not going after what you desire. And it feels like it gets more 3, 2, 1 on the clock. It feels like you're walking on eggshells. Your nervous system is dysregulated. It feels like it's hard to get up the energy to even leave this type of relationship, this type of this type of person. It looks like they're betting on you being too afraid to go at it alone. Virgo, Hermit card. It looks like you could really utilize, if this reading has been resonating, that you could really tune into and utilize this Virgo eclipse to help eclipse out these energies. They're not expecting you to go lone wolf and learn as you go. It feels like there's some type of codependency that they're expecting you to, be too afraid to go after what you desire. Anything else in what's hidden that would help the viewer? What would help whoever's watching? Thank you. Okay, some of you have kids or a child in this relationship, and so it makes things more complicated. But what I'm seeing here is by you going after what you desire, centering your needs, your wants, that it's sending a message to the child or children that you don't have to tolerate less than treatment. It feels like a vitality. there might be a belief like, I can't do this alone, but actually you're doing so much more. This person isn't really, as I'm perceiving it here, helping the relationship, helping you. It feels like this feels like another child, like an adult child, and it's a burden, and it's exhausting. It's not, this person, as I'm perceiving in this reading, if it resonates, isn't helpful. That if you decide to let go of this type of relationship, that it releases a lot of burdens and gives you a newfound life, energy. This person is Emperor reverse, Ten of Cups reverse. They're just unhappy, and they blame everyone else. This is someone controlling, manipulative, punishing, and they're miserable. And instead of figuring out how to make themselves happy, they blame everyone else for their unhappiness, which it looks like sets you up for working really hard to try to abandon yourself to make them happy. How can I uplift them? How can I fix this? How can I change this? It's got you twisted around and trying to fix something and someone, and you're not their medicine. They need this, their job, to deal with their emotions, to mature. And it feels like you're not helping them by enabling this type of behavior in this relationship. So really, it looks like, it might not feel like it's helping them. They might turn it on you and feel abandoned by you if you eclipse this relationship and leave it behind and leave them behind. But it doesn't look like you are helping them. It feels and looks like enabling them to stay in a toxic way of being. All right, moving on to the outcome and advice. We have Judgment reverse, King of Cups, Queen of Cups reverse, Six of Cups reverse, Empress reverse, Nine of Cups. All right, let's unpack that. It looks like you might have been exploring a mother wound from your childhood, that this person feels energetically very similar to maybe your mother's energy, one of your parents, or both. It feels like one of your parents' energies. And you might have it might have felt familiar having someone treat you in this way, less than, having you chase, having you trying to prove yourself. Someone who doesn't appreciate you, love you, care for you, uplift you, cheerlead you, want you to have success, because that threatens their success. This is someone very insecure. Emotionally insecure. It looks like you can really step into this King of Cups energy and hold space for your emotions. Feels like you are emotionally very mature, or you can access this emotionally mature energy. I think once you realize that it's not your job to heal everyone and to heal everyone's emotions, to make everyone feel comfortable, that stops them from learning how to mature and handle their own emotions. I think I'm also perceiving someone who's just very critical and very insecure. And so they just criticize and criticize. It feels like this type of person that I've been tuning into, that you're the type of relationship that you're wanting to eclipse out of your life, someone who's just so critical, insecure. It feels like this person might constantly kind of, well, this person, oh my God, it's the poo-pooing of everyone else that makes them feel better then. And it's really an activity of someone who's very insecure, who's this critical way of being. If you've engaged in that activity, that's the same activity that they're doing about you when they're with other people. This is someone who doesn't address issues maturely and come towards you and say, hey, I've got an issue. I've got this thing. This person just goes to everyone else. There's all this triangulation energy, just very critical. But they never have the emotional maturity to want to get, because they don't want to heal it. They don't want to get to the root of this and heal from it. They're just using other people's emotions to manipulate them and get what they want. This person has a poor, pitiful pearl type of energy that they take advantage of others, their tale of woe, and blame others. This feels like a mother wound again. So you might also be not only eclipsing this type of romantic relationship, toxic relationship energy, but it looks like you might also be healing some childhood wounding that set you up for these type of relationships. It looks like that's a lot of clearing. The energies that I've talked about. It looks like what you want to fill in, what you're filling in with is your own energy. So clearing any beliefs that are within you that attract you to this type of energy, make you a match or a mirror for this type of energy. And it looks like you're bringing in alignment, centering your desires, your dreams, what you want, your happiness. It feels like you're wanting happiness, joy, celebration, blessings. It feels like you are wanting to wrap up these challenges that you've had in your life, these type of experiences, and awakening up to a new way of being that's you being aligned, you being happy, you being a season of blessings. Wow, a season of blessings. What else would help the viewer? Queen of Pentacles energy. You want it tangible, real in the 3D blessings. It feels like you're wanting to really show yourself that you have the resources, that you have everything that you need to create the version of you that you would prefer to be and the world that you would prefer to live in. That's you. What you want, nurturing and loving and caring to you. It looks like you're bringing in a clarity of focus, training your focus on what you do want and letting this be eclipsed. Eclipse is the light disappears. This type of energy, these type of energies disappear, no longer have light. And it looks like by focusing on what you do want and taking steps, actionable steps towards what you want, you can show yourself what you can create. The type of environment that I'm tuned into is very loving, nurturing, caring for everybody who's in that environment, because everybody's participating. They're receiving from the environment, but they're also giving. So there's reciprocity here, not you giving from a place of trying to prove your worth and your value to someone. It looks like knowing your worth and value, knowing what you bring to the table, and not needing others to validate you. Learning how to validate yourself. Okay. It looks like you're wanting to let go of jugglers, people who create a cognitive dissonance, a false reality. And it feels like the longer you're in their reality, the more they deny your feelings, deny your perspective, deny your reality. It's just no. I'm feeling, no you don't. Well, I'm saying, no you don't, you're wrong. There's just a denial of your reality, and it creates this split within your energy, cognitive dissonance, and it makes you feel crazy because this person just denies your emotions, your perspective, how you're seeing things, and that tells you that, one, you're never going to get them to agree, and that need and desire to constantly try to convince them, even when they're not in the room, constantly thinking about, constantly, what do I need to say? If I could just say it in a way that they would see the truth, that they don't want that. This is what they want. They want you working really hard, and they don't want to put any of the work and effort in. This relationship is working for them. They have this belief, if they didn't like it, they would leave. And so it feels like you might be inviting that energy in, just recognizing this for the activity that it was. It's not going to lead you to your happily ever after. It's just exhausting. And this false reality. I'm also getting, for some of you, to, if you're wanting to leave this relationship, to start figuring out your abundance on stability, security. Are you safe to leave this relationship, to create something for yourself? I don't feel like this person can handle a mature breakup. It feels like it's really hard to connect with this person, but it also, I'm getting, by the more you stay with this energy, kind of settling for this type of relationship, the more stuck, and nothing grows in this environment, nothing for you, because you're attuned to their energy, their needs, and maybe over time, chronically, you're so out of alignment with your own needs and wants and desires that you've kind of lost yourself. And so to find yourself letting go of anybody in this energy, and starting to validate your own emotions, your own perspective. Taking steps, little steps to your independence. So, all right, any last advice for the Virgo moon eclipse? Beautiful. Nice. Okay, so we've got the Four of Wands in reverse was in the overall energy. That unhappiness comes from a chronic enmeshment with someone who's not on your side. There's a a need to embody and embrace beginner's mindset, and Empress upright to heal that mother wound and really step into your divine feminine energy. So, all right, that's your reading. Have a wonderful eclipse. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.